Hey, what's up everyone? Sagar here, and today I'm going to go through the tutorial on how you can create those subtitles by running the models locally on your Android phone. So first of all, let me share my screen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clear my Termux so that everything that I'm doing is completely from the beginning. So yeah, once you open up your Termux, it should look something like this. So yeah, let's now follow the tutorial. Let's go to let's go to Termux section. See, you need to run these commands. Okay, so you need to do package update and package upgrade, and yes. Yeah, once you're done with this command, you need to install Proot-Distro. So Proot-Distro enables us to install Linux, bunch of Linux distros on your Atomics. So package install Proot-Distro, yes, done. So now you can write this command Proot-Distro list. So you can see we have all these Linux, Alpine, Arch, Debian, a bunch of Linux distros. So what I'm gonna do, Proot-Distro, install Ubuntu. So Ubuntu is pretty famous distro. You can use any other as well if you have some preferences. And after you done installing the Ubuntu, you need to run this command termux setup storage. Setup storage enables us the termux app to access your internal storage. So you may see a little bit of warning like 32-bit instructions. So some softwares may not work, and this kind of warning, but you can safely ignore this. Yeah, done. So let's do termux setup storage. Yes, so sometimes it gives a pop-up where you need to enable the storage for your device. I had already enabled, so let me disenable so that you also see how it's usually done. So storage permission, manage media, all files access. So if I remove the termux, I enabled it a few minutes back. Now then again I run this command termux setup storage. Yes, so what this does is gives this pop-up. You need to enable the termux here so that it can access the storage. Okay, see, done. So once you see you have a storage directory, this is your internal storage of your Android. So if you see here, these are all your Android files. Now log into your Ubuntu or your distro. Proot-Distro login Ubuntu is the command. And inside Ubuntu, you need to upgrade your apt command. You write these commands: apt update and apt update. So apt update and apt upgrade. All right. So once you're done with that, you need to install Python 3, Python 3 pip, fmpeg, and git. So run this command: apt install Python 3 pip 3. I think it's pip 3. Then okay, Python 3 pip 3, and then fmpeg, and at the end get -y. Okay, I did a slight error here. It's Python, yeah, Python -pip 3. Okay, Python pip, my apologies. It's Python 3 pip. Now this command will install Python, which is Python 3. Then the pip command, which allows us to install libraries, fmpeg. So fmpeg is required by the OpenAI Whisper library in order to deal with video files. So even if you give the video link, it will first convert it into audio and then transcribe that audio. Yeah, it's the industry standard. A lot of almost the whole internet works on this. Git. Git is required to clone my repository. So we have this git clone command coming up. That took a lot of time, but anyways, we are done with this. Now let's do git clone command. So what do you do? Git clone and type this https://github.com /sagar-therma/minimalist one word subtitle generator.git. After you run this command, you should see a directory called this. So we will go inside this cd minimalist this. Now if you see, we are inside the directory. Next, you are going to run this command pip3 install OpenAI whisper, and then --break system packages. This command is gonna take quite a while. It's gonna install this OpenAI whisper library. I'm gonna pause the video, and we're done. So we have successfully installed it. Next, after this, we're done with this. So we can see that in order to run this script, you need to provide these flags. So there's a flag called -i, which is input video. So you need to give the directory. So inside the Proot-Distro Ubuntu, this is how the directory looks like. So SD card is where our internal storage is. So if you do SD card, so the things that you see, these are my internal device files. So I have kept a demo file inside the this download/demo. I've created a directory demo and I've stored it there. So let me do this. So here /download/demo. So you can see I have one mp4 file which is just my video of me talking just for this demo purpose. So if I open this, see I have this video. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna use this demo video. So I'll just do this copy. Now I'll run this command python3 main.py -i and the input directory. So input directory is gonna be something like /sd card /download/demo/ and comes our this video. Next, you can type -o, that is output. You don't need to specify this. It will by default put the subtitle where the video is. And -m is for model. So AI, which AI model? So I'm gonna show you OpenAI whisper models. You can see here we have tiny models which are just around 39 million parameters. But where is their size? So the size is only few MBs, if I remember, size in MB. So you can see, okay. So the base is small, whisper small is 400 or 138 MB, and yeah. So the sizes are pretty small actually. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start off with model as tiny. So you can, the tiny is the smallest one, and turbo is the biggest one. Turbo is around 1 GB size. So let's start with tiny for now. So if you do not have downloaded the model yet, it will first download the model. This is only once. So once you run this command again, it will not download it again. It's not gonna take much time. So see, so okay, it was of 72 MB. And it's progressing. And done. It took like hardly few seconds, and it's saying subtitle generated successfully. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go inside the directory again. You see you have a SRT file. So how do we edit this? So whenever you're editing, like so I'm editing this video, let's say. right? So I'm gonna go to this adding subtitle or add a text and then SRT files. So you can see that I have this SRT file. Okay, why is this not showing? Let's use this download demo SRT file. See, I just added the SRT file and now automatically all the subtitles are generated. Now in order to make those subtitles look like my video, it's just a few commands only. So what you'll do, you'll go to colors, you will remove the color, you will put the text as white, you will increase the font size to 30. This is what I use in the VN app. You'll go to this font and instead of enter you will use enter semibold or enter, you can use anyone. And then in the center of the screen you're gonna do this, which is like making everything small case. You're gonna reduce the word spacing right like this, and then after that let me reduce it more. Yeah, so done. The subtitles are ready. So I usually put it in this format, and for this I usually fit this on the screen and done. So you can see. So see, the subtitles are generated. It's completely 90% accurate, you can say. Since this is a tiny model, you can use the turbo variant, which I personally use, which is not gonna consume which is not gonna have these kind of errors. So yeah, keep hacking.